Welcome to another edition of Backstage Pass, powered by the Sports Guys Podcast, with your host, Brandon Morrell.
Hey guys, this is recording artist Shari Rowe, and you're listening to a grand slam of music, sports, and entertainment. It's the award-nominated Backstage Pass podcast with Brandon Morrell on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network. Stream the show anytime on the sportsguyspodcast.com and on iHeartRadio podcast. You can also stream at thwn.org.
And welcome inside the Backstage Pass, a busy day full of shows, coupled with the holidays coming up there with Thanksgiving and Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody out there if you've started early. And I know for me, Thanksgiving break cannot come fast enough here in the next couple of weeks. Presented by our friends out there, too, as well, JK Subaru, jksubaru.com, and, of course, Barkley Music and Media, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network, and out there, thwn.org, anytime, iHeartRadio podcast. And also the Sports Guys Podcast.com, a grand slam of music, sports, and entertainment. I tell you what, she was back with me when I first started this thing, 2019, 2020. We met. She had a lot of great songs out there, too. Featured artist of the day. What a way to kick off a new week. Miss Shari Rowe to the Backstage Pass. Shari, how you doing?
I'm doing so good, Brandon. It's great to be back on the show.
Yeah, it's been, I was going to say, a hot minute ever since we probably caught up. I think today I was like, you know what? I got to just say hello to her because it's been a few months to maybe a year since we spoke last, right?
It definitely has. Yep. And I think the last time we talked, my dogs kept trying to interrupt the show.
Well, we need a good little bit of that ambiance noise out there, too.
Yeah.
Well, let's catch up here. We got a lot to catch up on before I start playing music and kind of diving into it. You've overcome so much in these last few years. Tell me about kind of where you're at in your career, how things have gone. We're going to talk about this new single called Too Good to Go, which came out September 26th. But I want to know just kind of how the last few years, getting through COVID, things like that, where musicians were hard to make music. How do you keep this thing going? How have you been doing, I guess, physically, mentally, and emotionally, and putting out new records?
Oh man, there's so much that has transpired since the last time we talked. I'm Too Good to Go is the first song that I put out in a hot minute. I think the last one was Last Time. So there was a little gap in between there. And I think, coming out of COVID, I think we're all glad that we're not in that time anymore, but I think it taught us all how to pivot and how to, think outside the box and come up with new ways to approach our craft and how to get it to listeners. And, coming out of that, I think we've learned some lessons and how to be better and how to really reach the people who are our target audience. I think for me, more than anything, I'm honing in on that. I'm learning that I can't be everything to everybody. I can get inspired from other artists, but at the end of the day, I have to use my voice and my story. And there's an audience for that because it's authentic. So I've been playing a ton of shows. I've got, I'm signed to a new management company as of about a year and a half ago. And that's been amazingly productive. I've also got new booking. So I've been able to kind of take my hands off some of the logistics and the practical side of things and really just hone in on the creative side of it. And the result is lots of music. After Too Good to Go, we've got several singles slated, and I don't know, just feeling really inspired, Brandon.
You should. And like I said, it's just down home, good music. You cut your teeth, no doubt, put your work into this too. And I love it because these songs really are the positive inspiration of the family we talk about. We'll play one called Family Gathering here in a little bit here on the show. But I think, one of the biggest things is it's just the feel good music, because I always say on the show here, not everything has to be a number one hit to make someone feel something, right?
That is the truth. And yeah, that is something I'm learning more than ever. There's an audience for what we have to say when it's coming from our story and it's real.
I love the songs out there too. Well, tell us a little bit about also too, you've seen this rise of female country artists, where the CMA Awards coming up here the month of November and then moving into CRS week. I've never seen it as hot probably since 90s country. That, of course, Queen Bee, Lainey Wilson, I know what she's done the past few years since we had her here on the show back in December of 2020. Nice. And then you look at Priscilla Block and Ella Langley and so many ladies just doing their thing out there. Megan Maroney. What does that mean to you in your career as a female country artist?
Oh, man, it's inspiring and it's exciting. It's fun. It's fun to see these ladies tearing up the stage and with such confidence and, owning it. And they're not timid about it, and they're singing about all kinds of things, and it's running the full spectrum. It's not just, strictly love songs or strictly broken heart songs. It's about life and love and everything in between. And, it's always inspiring to me to see women given their space, and they're more than taking up that space. They're doing it.
Take me back a little bit to 2021. Loved it when it came out there. I know we did a show back then too. I'm pretty certain of that too. People, how do you remember this stuff? I'm like, I remember my shows having so many of them too. Long Hugs. Tell me about this one too. A little backstory.
Oh, Long Hugs, man. Well, I had recorded rather a bunch of music right before COVID hit, and it was kind of held in hostage in Nashville when everything shut down. It wasn't getting mixed or mastered. And among those songs that I tracked was Long Hugs. So, fast forward, we're in lockdown and we're barely coming out of it. We're seeing the videos of kids run into each other, best friends who hadn't seen each other for a while, and all those emotional moments of people trying to visit their grandparents and stuff like that. And, we were dropping these songs, trying to find the right moment, given the state of everything that was going on. And I was trying to figure out when to put out Long Hugs. And I did a search. I just put in hashtag Long Hugs on social media, and on Instagram, all these videos were coming up, and it was about people missing hugs or, the power, the healing power of a hug, and all these just very inspirational videos and, heartwarming and just brought me to tears. And so I thought, there's the music video. And I asked all these people if we could just compile their videos into this song, and that it came out right when we were just barely getting to be together again. And so it took on a whole new meaning because we weren't able to hug for a while. And I certainly didn't realize that was going to happen when I wrote it. I wrote it because my mom always taught me to appreciate the moment and kind of settle into it and take it all in and not be in such a rush. So, it just took on a whole new life.
I mentioned at the top, the holidays coming up there too. And I love the fact that you have a great feel for this. And I remember 2018, 19, somewhere in there, you put out this cut, which was beautiful rendition, Home for Christmas. And I know there's got to be more plans because you love the holidays just like everybody else too at the same time. It's a chance to spend time with family. But tell everybody about, if they haven't heard this particular rendition you've done out there too, just loving the holidays and especially that song, Home for Christmas, underneath the desert sky.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that song, I co-wrote it with Kerrigan Barry, and being from the Southwest and growing up in Arizona, I mean, you can go up to the mountains and find snow, but generally speaking, I mean, there's saguaros and sunshine, and it doesn't necessarily look like your stereotypical Christmas, but we have our own way of celebrating the season, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of give a glimpse into what it's like out here in the West. And I feel like we really captured it. There's just certain things that Arizonans would know. They're building an ice rink at the mall. You're not going to find a lake that's frozen over in the Valley of the Sun. So, there's flowers blooming. One of our biggest blooming seasons is right around the holidays, and everything's colorful, and the leaves usually don't fall till maybe February if we get some really cold nights. So we captured that song, captured the feel of Arizona in that song, and recorded the music video out in the middle of the desert. And it was supposed to be, Christmas time in the video, but we actually recorded it in the middle of summer. So I think it was 119 that day. And we had to pretend like it was chilly.
Yeah, never a dull day out in Arizona when it comes to the dry heat. And hey,
Yeah.
you know as well as I do, they're not having a great year so far, but I'm still sticking by my Arizona Cardinals. I'm still there.
I know. Hey, that's good. So you're showing support. Got to represent.
I'm going to bring up a question toward the end of the show here after we play this cut from Shari Rowe too as well. May get some good feedback on this one too. Time for a quarterback change in Arizona, but that's going to be another subject toward the end of this show today too. Time for that holiday family gathering. Here it is from Shari Rowe on the Backstage Pass, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, THWN.org, and iHeartRadio podcast, now top search on iHeartRadio, and of course out there, the Sports Guys Podcast.com. Back in a flash. Shari Rowe with us, presented by BarkleyMusicandMedia.com. Stay tuned.
Show up with potato salad. Look around and it's about as perfect as a day could be. Our brand of functionality. Hug on mama, kiss Aunt Claire in her Dixie cup, where all that wear has more than just some lemonade. And Uncle Jerry's late Joe. He shipped out about a year ago. Mom tries to hear, but we're all so loud. But Daddy sure is proud. Holding brand new babies, getting caught up with the ladies who've seen it all, still standing tall with the men who stand for love and faith and football. It's a beautiful thing. Holding brand new babies, getting caught up with the ladies who've seen it all, still standing tall with the men who taught us how to throw that football. It's a beautiful thing, this family gathering.
What's up, y'all? This is Nashville recording artist Brooke Eden, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network. Listen anytime on iHeart Podcasts and at thesportsguyspodcast.com and on thwn.org.
Are you looking to increase your online presence? Are you searching for a new logo or company branding? Have you been considering more ways to reach the world with your business, ministry, or church's message? Barkley Music and Media is an award-winning design company that utilizes the latest technology while keeping the integrity of over 30 years of customer service. Web design, graphic design, multimedia, video editing, voiceover, commercials, logo design and branding, photography, and much, much more. See portfolios and testimonials online at www.barkleymusicandmedia.com or contact them today at 502-382-8299. Barkley Music and Media, your connection for the best in multimedia. Call today, 502-382-8299, or go to www.barkleymusicandmedia.com. Barkley Music and Media, integrity, technology, and design. www.barkleymusicandmedia.com.
Hey y'all, this is Billy Joe Jones, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network, and anytime at thesportsguyspodcast.com. Listen on iHeartRadio podcast at thwn.org.
The Caden Gordon Show is a 2-hour show playing the best in country music. So check it out at thecadengordonshow.com. Again, that is thecadengordonshow.com.
Hey guys and gals, this is Colby Calais, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass with Brandon Morell on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network. Stream the show anytime on thesportsguyspodcast.com and on iHeartRadio podcasts. It's a grand slam of music, entertainment, and sports.
At JK Subaru, we love our cars.
And we love our customers.
We believe in being a positive force
in our community by being involved and giving back.
Respecting your time every time.
Our promise is a brighter future.
We all do our part to keep our promise to you.
At JK Subaru, we are more than just selling cars.
We are your neighbors, friends, and even family.
More than a car dealer, our people make the difference. JK Subaru at the airport.
Hey everybody, this is Jarrett Ray Reddick, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass podcast on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network. Stream on the sportsguyspodcast.com and on thwn.org and on iHeartRadio podcasts.
Welcome to another edition of Backstage Pass, powered by the Sports Guys podcast, with your host, Brandon Morell.
I knew you guys would love that song there. Family Gathering from our guest today, Shari Rowe, Nashville recording artist here. The Backstage Pass. Again, appreciate all the work sponsors do out there too as well. And of course, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network, and out there too as well, thwn.org, and also iHeartRadio podcast, and powered by the website, the sportsguyspodcast.com, a grand slam of music, sports, and entertainment. This has become one of your favorites. I remember this was on the Moonshine EP, if I remember that correctly. And just a great song, and just another way to express who you are as an artist and just make people feel what life is all about: family, faith in God, and just really getting together and sharing the moments, right?
That really, and when it comes down to it, that is it. Music is so important to me. It's a huge part of my life. And, it takes a lot of work and a lot of time, but, all the creativity, it's got to come from a real place. And we can't compromise those relationships and that time we spend with our family. And really everything I do stems from that. And, catching a glimpse of the love of God. Like, God has just really blessed me and given me a lot of opportunities and a lot of great people in my life.
All right, a fun one here, 2022, Last Time. We got to dive into this song here a little bit on the show because remember, you're having a lot of fun with a lot of songs, but this one was special to you in your catalog, right?
Yeah. That one was fun to write. I wrote it with Willie Morrison, and you come into a co-write. Sometimes you always bring a few ideas, just trying to figure out what everyone's feeling, and we just weren't feeling serious that day. And we started writing this song, and this story just it's very tongue in cheek. It's kind of over the top, and it's about taking chances really, but it's like making these crazy decisions. And at the end of the day saying that's the last time I'll do that. But obviously there's a pattern there for this character in this song where it's probably wouldn't be the last time. I think this person's taken a lot of chances.
Yeah, that's what I love the title. This is the last time they could do this. And well, we just try it again.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Hey, I know you're good at those spells out there too. And I go back to the Night Like This EP, and what another great spin from a 2019 record, Southern Spells. We gotta definitely put this one out here and highlight this one, because off that Night Like This EP, that was one of my favorites.
That one is still so much fun to play live. I feel like some songs just get better with time. And this one, man, the band just digs in and is so tight on this song, and all the harmonies, everything just, especially when we have full band, there's 7 of us when fiddle and everybody's in, and it's a big show. And that one just captures everybody's attention. It's a story that Nick Orso and I wrote together. He kind of came to me with it, and we finished it up together. And it just has this kind of, I don't know, people just, even if there's a lot going on in the crowd, everything kind of stops and people tune in to the story of this song. And the character in this one, I always say she's a little bit of trouble. You might want to avoid this girl, but yeah, you'll know her when you see her.
She creeps up on you. Yeah. And like I said, when she's there, she arrives. There comes the spell to the city. I kind of took that song too for me, because growing up here in the South, as you know, of course I know out there Arizona too. But when you see the one on the dance floor that they say you'll never meet in a bar, that's kind of how I kind of met my wife. So she kind of put that spell on me.
Oh yeah, all right. Yeah. Well, that's not one you want to avoid. You want to take that one and run with it.
No doubt, too. New single out there, ShariRowe.com. Make sure you guys go download, stream. Too Good to Go. Here it is on the Backstage Pass, presented by our friends at Right Flow Pressure Wash and Lawn Care. Stay tuned.
When the small talk turns to a laugh, when my eyes catch yours and you're looking right back. I love when I'm staring at the moon, then I'm calling you. I love when every room in this house is full, backyard, movie stars cuddled up with you. I love everything that I've got, and it's a lot. And I don't live with a lot of regrets, just know that I don't wanna leave yet. If I can't sleep, it's 'cause I don't want the dream to be the only thing I have left. Can't hang up the phone 'cause I haven't said all I gotta say yet. I might not know the how or when or why these moments must end, but this life is too good to go. Coffee and you grab me a cup, White Mountain camping out when we pack up the truck. I love when you just show up. If I can't sleep, it's 'cause I don't want the dream to be the only thing I have left. Can't hang up the phone 'cause I haven't said all I gotta say. too. I love that I've got so much to lose. If I can't sleep, it's 'cause I don't want the dream to be the only thing I have left. Can't hang up the phone 'cause I haven't said all I gotta say yet. I might not know the how or when or why these moments must end, but this life is too good to go. If I can't sleep, it's 'cause I don't want the dream to be the only thing I have left. Can't hang up the phone 'cause I haven't said all I gotta say yet. I might not know the how or when or why these moments must end, but this life is too good to go.
Hi, guys and gals. This is recording artist Jenna Master, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass with Brandon Morell on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and stream the show anytime on the sportsguyspodcast.com, on iHeartRadio Podcasts, and at thwn.org.
Is your home or business in need of a fresh look? Right Flow Pressure Washing and Lawn LLC is more than just pressure washing, providing professional cleaning for homes, commercial buildings, parking lots, roof cleaning, gutter cleaning, and so much more, including lawn service and landscaping. Our mission here at Right Flow is to exceed the needs of all our customers while providing all of our services at an affordable rate. We're committed to going above and beyond where the job is done right. Give your property the care it deserves. Call Right Flow today at 409-363-2565 or go to rightflowwashandlawn.com.
Hey, y'all, this is Bucky Hurd with the Righteous Brothers, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. You can also stream the show on thwn.org and anytime at thesportsguyspodcast.com.
The Caden Gordon Show is a 2-hour show playing the best in country music. So check it out at thecadengordonshow.com. Again, that is thecadengordonshow.com.
Hey y'all, this is Nashville recording artist Sunny Sweeney, and you're listening to the best in music and sports, the award-nominated Backstage Pass podcast on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Stream anytime on the sportsguyspodcast.com and on thwn.org. You can also listen anytime on iHeartRadio Podcast.
Elevate your next event with Backstage Pass DJ, MC, and announcer services, where unforgettable moments take center stage. We specialize in bringing energy and excitement to a wide range of occasions, including weddings, birthdays, corporate events, school dances, graduations, family reunions, class reunions, anniversaries, engagement parties, bar and bat mitzvahs, office parties, quinceañeras, sweet 16s, conferences, and more. No matter the venue, whether it's a banquet hall, ballroom, conference, or convention center, concert hall, outdoor venue, office, community center, barn, or any location of your choosing, our team ensures seamless entertainment tailored to your needs. Let Backstage Pass create the perfect vibe, keep your guests engaged, and turn your celebration into a lasting memory. Book your event with Brandon Morell and Backstage Pass today. Go now to thesportsguyspodcast.com and enhance your next event with Backstage Pass.
Hey guys and girls, this is Australian country artist Hayley Jensen, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass podcast on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Stream the show anytime on iHeartRadio Podcasts and on thwn.org.
Welcome to another edition of Backstage Pass, powered by the Sports Guys Podcast, with your host, Brandon Morell.
I'm gonna sing those Shari Rowe songs the rest of the day today. You see how those things sound? Like I said, with just good moments out there too. Too good to go. Back here on the Backstage Pass, Shari Rowe joining us here on the show. KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and our friends out there. iHeartRadio podcast. Just type in the Sports Guys, and top search result there too. And of course, thwn.org for Tar Heel World Network out there too. And our friends anytime. The Sports Guys podcast.com. You just seem to have these titles. I mentioned these flavors. I just want to keep just listening to it because it's such easy, like flawless music. Tell us all about Too Good to Go.
Oh, Too Good to Go is the first song I put out in a while. And that actually came from a really hard year, to be honest with you. You know, we all experience life, right? And life has a lot of ups and downs. And I've had a tough year. I started off in January with a full schedule of shows and appearances, and started having some really crazy health issues. And long story short, in April, they thought that I had multiple myeloma, blood cancer. So talk about a health scare. When I went to sing the national anthem at NASCAR in April on national television live, only my very close family members knew that this diagnosis was kind of looming over me. And my manager didn't know yet. My band members knew I was dealing with stuff, but didn't know the extent of it. And I went that day, you know, with everybody, and nobody knew except for my husband that was with us that day. And I sang the national anthem like I've never sung it before. I just thought, you know, God, you've given me this opportunity, and I don't know what the future holds. And I'm just going to sing my heart out. And I don't know really how long this is going to last for me, you know. And I went home and got the news that it really looked like that's what it was. And my family members came over. I told my manager, I told my band members. And that night, the way my family surrounded me and supported me was so beautiful. I went to sleep that night. Everybody stayed the night because they didn't want to leave. And I wrote this poem about what I was feeling in that moment. And that poem became the song. And the beauty, you know, I found out a couple of weeks later that it was not multiple myeloma. It was another treatable condition. And I just realized I wouldn't have been able to see my people in that moment if I hadn't been facing that. And the love and beauty that I experienced it just made me realize, you know, I'm not ready to go, and this life is beautiful. And I wanted a song that kind of carried the weight of that, but also celebrated the beauty that's all around me.
And we're thankful everything worked out for you too. And I had you in my prayers when I found out about that, just from talking to, you know, just to get the articles and the press releases, things that we get out there too. And I had you definitely in the prayers, and I'm glad it was a form that was treatable there too at the same time. And you're just kicking ass and doing what you love to do out there.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you.
Putting out all this great music. You know, it reminds me of one you put out there 2020, because life is that way. It's just so on our shoulders so many times, and you put out one that could have really significant meanings there, but one called The Heavy. And tell us about this one.
Wow. Yeah. My co-writers and I, you know, I was kind of explaining to them, well, I brought it up and they related, you know, shining a light on nonprofits, having this platform as a musician. I've always said that, you know, there has to be purpose in it. There has to be something that goes beyond the show. And I've been able to align myself with different causes and different nonprofits. And you really do get to know the people. Like, for instance, working with foster kids. I got to know some of these kids in this organization when they first come into the program, and they don't even look you in the eye. And you can just see they have just this heaviness about them. And they, you know, Lord only knows what they've been through. But, you know, you love on them. They you know, they learn who they are. They start to understand they have purpose, and that God made them, and that they have a future. And you give them a support system. And after a few months, you see them the next time, and there's a twinkle in their eye. Their head is up, and they're walking taller. And you just see these lives transformed. And we were talking about what a joy and privilege it is to get to know all of these people in these situations. But also, we walk away from these shows, and, you know, we kind of carry part of that with us. And there's such a need for kindness and love and support. And we see firsthand with these organizations how it changes lives. So we wanted something that encouraged people just to, instead of just thinking about what you could do, figure out what it is and then do it, you know, put action to the intention. So that's where The Heavy came from. And then it ended up coming out during COVID, which there's not another heavier time generally as far as, universally that we've all gone through together.
Yeah, and we got through it, like I said, as a nation. And like I said, it was one of the things where we never saw the pandemic coming, but we got through it the best we could. And like I said, definitely music was the healing process. I think that really healed a lot of people through that too, and was very therapeutic during those tough times out there. Now, this wouldn't be a Shari Rowe show without us talking about Beach Town. So I have to go there. That's just such a fun song. 2018, some old school stuff, and for people that haven't heard it, it's a great song.
I love that we have that song. I didn't write that one. That's the only one that I've recorded that I didn't write. And it's been so fun to make it my own. And it really feels like it's mine, after all this time. And playing it live, people really love that one too. Everybody kind of gets the heads bobbing, and everybody, kind of finds themselves in that moment on the beach. It's a good song. I mean, I'm glad I had the privilege of being able to kind of give my spin on it.
Great spin out there too. Again, ShariRowe.com. Make sure it's ROWE.com. You guys put that in the search box up there too, and into your search engine optimization wherever you're out there too as well. If you need help with that, contact Barkley Music and Media out there too at the same time. He'll help you with that too at the same time. Roger Barkley Jr. Make sure it's ShariRowe.com for all this great music, and of course the tour dates out there too. All right, so I had to really bring it up now because back to the football team that you and I love both so much, and that's why we became very good friends. I told you the story about how I converted over from a Houston Texans fan to a Arizona Cardinal fan when I fell in love with the city back. Actually ended up getting a piece of real estate property out in Scottsdale a few years ago, and it's going real well. Now, the football team is not. 3-6. Got our taken to the woodshed this past weekend with the Seattle Seahawks. Is it time for a quarterback change? I'm going to say yes.
I'm gonna go with you. Yes, absolutely. And I mean, my husband is a Packers fan. He's from Wisconsin, so he kind of supports both teams. But at the end of the day, he's a cheesehead through and through. So, we're following both teams. But yeah, we need a little help here in Arizona.
Ever since we drafted the kid, too, I'm like, okay, Heisman Trophy winner. We're talking about Kyler Murray, and I'm just like, you see this trying to come out. Yeah, the first couple seasons, you get to the playoffs, you go 7-0. You're still young, a little bit, kind of like I said, you hadn't learned everything in the offense. Bring on Cliff Kingsbury. He's out the door. More changes, general manager, this and this. And so I'm kind of like, it's right quarterback, being a former football coach, has got to fit the system, and I just don't see Murray fitting what we do on offense anymore.
Maybe they need you. Maybe we need you out here in Arizona.
Hey, I'll volunteer those services too from a high school college coach. I will volunteer those services and apply for anything out there to move out that way to the desert. That is my favorite place when it comes to weather, to go out there to beautiful Phoenix, Glendale, Scottsdale, Mesa. I love it a lot. So if you got a word with the Cardinals, put my name in with anybody out there.
I'll see what I can
do. Plans for the holidays? Anything coming up? Thanksgiving, Christmas? You're excited about?
Oh yeah, I mean, we're home. We're not traveling as much during the holiday season, which is important for me. We're hosting Thanksgiving this year, which is fun, and we've got a lot of people coming. And Kevin's gonna smoke the turkeys, and I love that. And gosh, through the whole holiday season, it's about food and family. And we'll probably head up the mountain out of the valley and go up to the snow and build a snowman. Feel like we're not just desert dwellers. But yeah, I mean, we're playing shows, throughout here in town, and I have a couple special events that I'm playing at, and, for great causes. So that's always important around the holidays as well. I think people's hearts kind of turn inward a little bit and soften, and we start to see the needs. We slow down a little bit, and we start to see some needs that are all around us. So glad to be part of that.
Yeah, it's always, we need to slow down. That's what I'm looking forward to. In fact, I'll be out there in, the Mesa area and also Sedona to hike again, December 28th to January 2nd. So if wish I could run into you out there too, I'd say come hike with me on Sedona.
Sedona's great. You're heading to one of the best spots. That's great.
And the weather's gonna just be nice that time of year. It's just gonna be like in the 40s at night is what I remember forecast, and then daytime 60s or somewhere. So
yeah,
great time of the year to go, and not triple digits in the summertime
For
out there
sure.
too. As well. Well, hey, happy holidays to you. Thanks so much for jumping here on the platform as always. Love sharing the word about you as an artist and music out there. Always great to catch up, and happy holidays to you and your family. Looking forward to many more of these shows, and let's not wait another few months to catch up again.
Yeah, let's not wait so long. Happy holidays to you too, and thanks always for the support. Always good to catch up, and congrats on the show taking off like crazy.
It's been a blast and a blessing, and thank God. I tell you what, too good to go out there across all the DSPs. Check her out at ShariRowe.com, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and THWN.org. The Sports Guys Podcast.com, and of course, also out there, iHeartRadio podcast. Back with more great guests here in a few weeks. A grand slam of music, sports, and entertainment. We'll talk to you guys soon. Take care, and God bless.
Hey, y'all, this is country recording artist Jay Webb, and you're listening to the best in music and sports with Brandon Morrell on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Stream the show anytime on iHeartRadio podcast and at thesportsguyspodcast.com. You can also listen at THWN.org.